Hello, good evening. Welcome to a new episode of Hey Josh, What You Drinking? With me, Josh. What am I drinking this evening? I have from Kitchesippi Brewery down the street here in Bell's Corners, Three Little Birds Export Stout. Now, I've had this on several occasions, and I am a fan, to say the least. I like stouts. If you've been watching for a few months, there's a whole month of nothing but stouts. I like export stouts because they're typically stronger, more flavorful, in my opinion, and less creamy. That creamy feel that you get from the other, like an Irish stout, that kind, that one. Well, Guinness. It's less creamy, more flavorful, and a heck of a lot more boozy than Guinness. This one in particular, like I said, I've had on many occasions, and I am a big fan. It's awesome. It's a good beer. I won't go on too much about it. Export stouts are typically stronger in alcohol, more malty than a typical stout, and they were brewed to be shipped around the world and not go bad in shipping. So let's get to it. So right away from the can, before I even pour it out, I've got strong coffee and dark chocolate aromas, which is pretty typical of the roasted barley that's used in stouts to make it so much a darker, and some people don't like it because it tastes somewhat a little too acidic, a little too bitter, or for them, but I enjoy that. All right, let's pour this sucker out. Okay, so I say it's not as creamy or frothy as a typical Guinness type stout, but look at that. It had a little bit of that cascade going on, but the head on that sucker is dense and foamy. Oh, and delicious. Pour a little bit more out here. There's still a little bit in there. I think my nose isn't working properly. Oh, I can't smell coronavirus. Now, I've actually got half my vaccination. The other half in 3 months now. Yeah, so it's been almost a month, and it's been 3 weeks since I got my first one. So anyway, again, like from the can, but somewhat more intense, but also there's more to it, more complex. Coffee, like espresso roast coffee, dark chocolate. Oh, that is good. Good smell, nice. And lingering there in the background is the nice hop, a little bit of hop the hop aroma is much less intense than the actual hop flavor, which again is pretty typical of a stout in the first place. Anyway, enough jibba jab. Let's get this in us. All right, that is very nice. That is well done. So I've had export stouts. Well, I've had Guinness export stout that's readily available at most specialty liquor and beer stores. I've had export stouts that are from when I was in Kenya. You can get the Guinness in the bottle export stout, but it's not the creamy in the can nitro settling down, cascading stuff that you get here. But this is stronger than that even. It's got a much more flavorful than that. That's very nice. I would say this is not for everybody, for sure. Like if you're kind of on the fence about stouts, about black beers, about I mean look at that. They're not a. I want to try something. I've got my my trusty little flashlight here. Can we? Look at that. Look at the nothing. I guess a little bit. If we really look hard, a little bit of or what would you call that? Garnet. That's like garnet, like red. Ruby. But anyway, nothing comes through. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, if you're kind of on the fence about stouts, you're not really a fan. You go for Guinness, which is, in my opinion, a very light version of a stout. It's what, about 4% in alcohol. It's relatively light in flavor as well for a dark beer. If you're kind of not a fan of stouts, you're probably not going to like this a whole lot. It's very intense. The roasted barley. If you don't mind eating coffee beans like that, I love chocolate chocolate covered coffee beans. I love them. I could eat them like peanuts. If that's something that you like, you'd probably like this. If that's really not your thing, probably not. But anyway. Three Little Birds. Oops. Kitchesippi. Made right here in Ottawa, in Bell's Corners, actually. They've got a story on the back here about the beer itself, and good. So I am going to say goodnight, finish my beer. It's Friday night here in Ottawa. The government's just announced further restrictions and stuff, so I don't know, maybe a couple more of these. All right, so cheers.